Welcome back with Screamo with Nick TV. I'm your host Nick, and today we got Melyssa Ford calling out Joe Budden for testing her on the pod.
But subconsciously, you're like, let me test this bitch out. Let me see if she's really actually
you
about that life.
You could have totally spazzed about this shit and still had a job.
Come on. There's no way I would have, though. Because I see the humor in it. It's fucking hilarious. And also the fact that you kept it quiet.
Melyssa Ford has made this claim that she's going to be down with the jokes. She's not going to she's not going to overreact when it comes to a joke her way here or two. And she's going to stand on what she's saying. This is the new Mel. She's down with the jokes. She's down with being joked on, dog pal, whatever it takes to get it done. COE. She's down with it. But I don't think Joe completely, fully believes her. He thinks she's going to crash out like she has done in the past.
I haven't had to work my off, and that pretty privilege has allowed me to coast through fucking life. Don't you fucking dare. It's because of you fucking letting that narrative carry on. It's bullshit.
Time out.
You think that I coasted through this first season of Hot and Bothered?
Yes.
No, the I did not. No, the I did not. The odd mention up here has been really great, but did it put money in my pocket? No. I've been my own everything at some point. Like facts. Y'all, you know what? How about this? Don't with me. Don't get mad. Don't start with me.
When she has overreact and got mad at Joe and kind of spazzed out on them. So what Joe has done, he called on the last episode. He called Karrine Steffans and played the clip of it. And try to put them against each other, and basically try to see if Melyssa Ford would be triggered with the fact that he called her, to see if she would overreact. Would she spaz out on him?
That I've never met, that I do not know. So now what?
All right, I've cleared it up then.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you
next time we have this conversation, please talk to me about somebody that I know actually exists, like the Easter fucking bunny.
You know Mel.
Why do you keep doing it?
But Melyssa Ford didn't fall for the bait. All she did was joke along with it and he ha ha with it. She didn't really get mad. She was really sticking to her guns, laughing with it. Even when Joe started playing the clip, when she told him not to play the clip, he played it anyway. She kept going with it. She did express how she felt about it, but she just kept with it. She didn't overreact. She didn't spaz on them like she normally does. And I thought she handled it well. I think by trying to put them together, she even offered to do a collab with Joe, to sit here and say, hey, if we was to have her on the couch or even have a conversation, I would even do a collab with you about it, with Hot and Bothered. And I thought that was good sport. I thought that was smooth. I thought it was something she normally wouldn't do. Most times she would probably shut it down, but she was down for it. She was with it, and she didn't seem bothered about it at all. But that kind of tells about Joe. It seems like if Melyssa Ford probably would have did this with one of Joe's, he probably would have fired her or suspended her or felt the way and tried to hold it against her like he normally does. Even in this clip, he sits there and talk about how it seemed like he tried to use the Drake, when Drake called him a dick sucker, against her. But it wasn't that bad, because she definitely cut it out the part where he was calling him a dick sucker. So he was basically trying to justify his actions by sitting here saying that. But she didn't fall for it. Versus in previous times when Karrine Steffans is brought up, aka Super Hips is brought up, she went on rants and then there spazzed on the whole couch about the fact that they brought her up to her as if like, damn, why y'all keep bringing this girl up? I don't even know who she is. And how she kind of justified the fact that she wrote, how her thoughts about her, how she wrote a book about video vixens as if they was runners and people that are hoes and this and that.
What?
What do you mean? Karrine Steffans, 100% should have been in there. If you go on that, she's one of the first video vixens.
Name a video that you know of her in.
Mystical.
I know one, but you made a music video.
That's what I'm saying. I know another. I can name a lot of videos.
Y'all, please stop stepping on Mel's hate.
The fact that he brought her up and her face expression told it all. It was utter disgust that he even brought up her name, up her presence, her thought. Like, who is this girl? Like, name a video that she's been into. Like, that's all hate. Even though I can't think of a video I've ever seen Karrine Steffans in, besides the one, the one, if you know, you know, that video. But other than that, I've never really seen Karrine Steffans in a video too as well. And this isn't trying to give Mel Bell, but it's like, I've never seen Karrine Steffans in a video. But Melyssa Ford, definitely given her and seen her in plenty of videos. But yeah, just the fact that he brought it up made her feel like her skin crawl. It made her give her that stink face, and it was just like, why would you bring her up? Versus now, if you bring her up, you think she'll crack a little joke here and there, but it's not as worse as it was back then. It's a lot much better. And maybe I'm giving her too much bail, but it's a much better in my honest opinion.
Confessions of a Video Vixen, so I'm going to assume that she's been.
But a lot of us had a really big problem with that fucking title. Really big problem. When you think of, no hate, no shade. When you think about her,
and I think that's where her beef is with Karrine Steffans. It's more about the image of video vixens as being these hoes that just want to sleep their way up to the top. And I think that's the only problem that she has with Karrine Steffans. I think it's more of that than anything, because she doesn't want that image on herself. And then when people meet other video vixens, they put that betrayal on to Melyssa Ford by that book. And I think that's the only issue that they have with each other. Other than that, they don't know each other. They never seen each other. They never been around each other. They never done no work with each other. Which they both have spoken public about this. They have no problem with each other or nothing. But Joe over here instigating, sitting here calling this woman up to antagonize Mel. But what do you guys think? Do y'all think Joe is in the right for exploiting Melyssa Ford's beefs or people that she seemed like she has a problem with for entertainment purposes? Or do you think it's rightfully so that he can do that things? And do you think if Melyssa Ford was able to do that, or she had the ability to do that and bring let's say bring a Drake on to Hide and Bother and was to say, hey, let's talk about the beef between you and Joe and exploit that? Or Saigon, do you think if Melyssa Ford was to go and call Saigon to be on Hot and Bothered, do you think Joe would take that out of disrespect or feel like, hey, you betraying me in these situations? Because we all know that everybody on that couch has some alliance with somebody that Joe Budden or some affiliation that doesn't like Joe, that thinks they shouldn't work there, or he's exploiting them. Like anybody, Attack Stone, she made a phone call to Attack Stone and sat there and said, hey, let's talk about some Joe Budden and put him in a bad light. How do you think Joe would feel about that in his situation? So let me know in the comments. Let me know if Joe Budden was to get exploited like that, how would you think Joe Budden would feel? And do you think that she would still have a job there if she did those same things or used those same tactics on her show? Like, subscribe. Peace.